Hi guys, it's your girl Natalie, the one true diamond, coming at you with a cash stuffing video. Yes, I am doing my first envelope cash stuffing, and I am so excited about it because that means I am starting out on my journey to debt freedom. Yes. So hopefully I can get to that point. I can stick with it. I know this is going to be hard for me because I am so used to, if I want it, I'm going to go in the store and get it. If I'm having a bad day, if I feel like just going shopping to feel better, I'm going to go do it. So it is definitely going to be a big challenge for me. Okay. So anyway, let's just jump right into it. Let me quit talking because I am a talkaholic, but I am using the Happy Planner one because I had it. I got it on clearance last year. I wanted to let you guys know that I know you'll get into these videos and you'll get looking and you'll see what people are buying and you'll be like, oh, I want that. Oh, I need that. I just want to just stop and pause for the cause for a minute and just say, you do not have to go out and spend money on getting these budget trackers. Just trying to pull it up just a little, seem like I'm right down on it. This is my first one, so y'all got to bear with me with this. Okay. So yeah. So you don't have to run out and buy all these expensive things. Start out with maybe a little tablet that you might get from the Dollar Tree, or if you got loose leaf paper at home, or whatever you have. Start out, jot down, start working things out. um, I have this, and it's not even the budget planner, it's just a Happy Planner. I showed y'all the sheets that I'm going to be using, but I decided to follow the Budget Mom's plan. I told you I'm planning on investing and getting her book because I like her book. I like how she breaks it down and makes it easy. So anyway, I decorated this for October. Of course, we are always blessed, 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 blessed. And then what I did was I put down all my bills for the month. Okay, and what day they're due on, when they're due. I put my paydays down. If I had additional income, I would put that down whenever I got that. I'm not going to calculate the money I make for my sales and things, but I will be stuffing that money when I do make those sales, okay? Because they are not as often, and in some seasons it's more than the other when I purchase. But I'm just believing that those things are going to improve and they're going to move and doors are going to open up and people are going to want some of my creations. Okay, so anyway, and then you color code what bill is going to be paid on that payday. So with the orange, I just put an orange highlighter around this, and everything in orange I know has to be paid with this. Now, the way my end of the month check, because I usually get paid twice a month, bi-weekly. So this is my end of the month check. Sometimes it goes for paying bills at the first of the month. So you will see me stuffing envelopes for the 1st of November, which I have not decorated yet, but I did highlight in orange because it is coming out of the orange paycheck. Okay, so let's put this up so we can get down to the get down. Okay. All right. So this is how the budget planner works. Okay. I hope y'all can see that. Are you able to see? I don't want to knock you over. Okay. So it is like, okay. So how it starts is, and y'all bear with me, I am using my phone to record. Okay, so you start out putting how much you are planning on budgeting, and I am taking $2,000 out of my check, and that is what I'm going to budget with. Okay, now some people do zero based budgeting, I guess that's what you call it, where they use every bit of their check and they budget there's a purpose for every cent in their monies, but I decided to just do 2,000 and put some still in the bank as I normally would. Okay, so these are, so with the $2,000 is what we are starting with. Okay, so these are all the bills that I have to pay in out of this paycheck. Okay, these are the amounts that I'm paying. My bills will total up to $1,105.73. I'll have $894.27 remaining, of which I'm going to carry over to my envelopes. My envelopes are the items that I'm going to be carrying with me that I know that I'm budgeting out to use on a daily basis. Okay, this is the monies I will be using like now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be taking out is my tithes, and then I took out money for me. I took out money to coupon because I do plan on starting back couponing, so I want to have money for that. Grocery, which I really don't, this is for 2 weeks. I really don't do the grocery. I mean, I grocery shop, but the grocery shopping is basically Derek's, but I like to keep money because sometimes I'll go to the store and pick up things that I see that I might need or we might be short in before we go to the grocery store. Also, pet, most of the time I'm buying Brandy's dog food, so I just budgeted out that for her. Gas for the month. So all of my envelope totals come up to $660. I am subtracting that from the $894, and I have $234.27 left to carry over into my sinking funds. Now, sinking funds are things that you are projecting you will need, things you want to save for later on. And you're putting money there, so when those needs come up or do arise, you can have that money, that you have budgeted out. Now, I have not come up with a budget yet. In January, when I really start, I'm going to budget like what I want to save for this, and actually, start doing that. So I'm budgeting for my car, house, travel, clothing, birthday, subscriptions, insurance, credit card payoff, luxury, Black Friday, and emergency. What I decided to put in each envelope came up to $205. Come up to $205, and I have a remaining of $297.27, which I left it to carry over, and I left it in the bank. I put debit bank, but I just left it in the bank, which leaves me with a remaining amount of zero. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get to the cash envelope stuffing. I went to the bank and I carried my little slip that I told you guys about, the one that I bought off a line. And you just put out the denominations, what you want, and how much those denominations come to. Okay, so I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to slide this out of the way so I can have some room. Okay, so I should have $865, because that's what I took out of the bank, was $865. Okay, so let's count it and make sure we have the $865. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 50. That's $350. These. Oh. That's $450. So this is 3, 4, 5, 650. So 650, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 8, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 10 must have stuck somewhere together. 35. So yeah, I got my 35 and 5s. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 and 10s. The lady at the bank told me that she liked the way I had that little breakdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I should have 16. It's a 20 sticking. That's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's what it was a few minutes ago. I miscounted something. I miscounted money. Y'all, I'm terrible with money. If we get a lot of money or Derek sends me to, let me put this up so y'all can see, or Derek sends me to the bank to go get, cash in some of his things, I always have to be like, you better count behind me. You better count behind your wife, because I get mixed up. Okay, so I can't get the whole thing in the screen. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to get me a money tray so that it's neater. But one day, okay, so I'm going to start with my wallet and stuff in it. Push this back. And hopefully I can get better with filming and getting my setup so that y'all can see it better. Because right now, it's not working. Okay, so for me, I am getting $100, and I allotted myself 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I have already filled my slips out to let you know how much I have. So you won't be seeing me pull those out. Okay. For gas, I budgeted 120, and I did 2 10s and 2 50s. So I did 2 50s and 2 10s. So 1, 2. Ooh, it's falling over. Okay. I know. Yeah, so usually I drive, in case y'all don't know, I drive like 45 minutes to an hour to and from work. So really I have 2-hour commute. Next is grocery, and I told y'all I did 100 for that. And I decided to do 4 10s and 3 20s. But yeah, I drive that far, and then I'm driving a Yukon 460. Okay, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, I drive a Yukon, so it's you know, I have to put pretty much that amount of gas in there, but really it's a little less than that, but it runs over into the next week. But I do have to fill that tank up before the end of the week. Okay, next is my coupons, and I'm gonna put 1 10, 2 20s and a 50. So 50. Yeah, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I'm hoping I can find some good couponing deals, because I really do need to get back into couponing. Some people, when the pandemic came out, was asking about, what do you have in your stockpile? Usually you can't get people to even want to support you, but when the pandemic came, everybody wanted to come and wanted to get something to support. I'm doing 30 for the pet. So yeah, my little Brandy. And Derek's going to do his own envelope for her for medical expenses. So that's it for my cash envelopes. Yay! Now let's stuff my sinking funds, okay? So my tithes is 210. So I allotted for 200s and a 10. Credit card payoff was $30, and I did a 20 and a 10. Y'all, hopefully, I mean, this is just, I've already incorporated paying a little extra, but I'm hoping to get up enough so that when I get enough to pay one credit card off, then that's what I'm hoping that this envelope will do. I can take, if I get enough in there, then I can pay that credit card off. Okay. Life insurance, I put down because this is going to be like regular car insurance, life insurance, whatever. So it's getting $20 because I want to put some on my other grandkids. Right now I only have it on one, but I do want to add some on the other, so that's what I'm saving up for the life insurance with that. Clothing, I put 25, so 15 and 120. Of course, y'all know I love the shop, shoes, clothes, so that's gonna be a thing for me, holding off on that. I have car insurance, which I'm using it as the car thing. And that's just going to be for like tax, titles. I labeled the envelope a little vague. I should have just put car. $10 will go in there. It's going to go for oil changes, registration tags. So hopefully I can pay those things up when that time comes. But we're looking at next year for these sinking funds. I told you before we can use it. Travel, $10. I'm only putting $10 because God knows we are not going anywhere. My husband he's a mess. He called me in the room the other night and he was like, babe, we're going to Dubai. And I'm like, you won't even go sit in McDonald's. How in God's name are we going to go to Dubai? But his mind is set on going to Dubai. So before we leave this earth, and hopefully things in the pandemic will calm down so that I can help this man get to Dubai. So house, I decided to do 20. So that was just one $20 bill in there. But y'all, I am so excited. I cannot wait to see my cash envelopes fill up and just get the enjoyment of knowing that I am reaching a goal. This one I put hustle. It is for emergencies. And I put down 20 for that, which is 10. I put 2 5s and a 10. And I budgeted for that because it's kind of like sometimes my baby boy, I have to help him if he's asking for stuff. And so that's kind of emergency I'm talking about. Like if the kids need me to help them with something. Birthday is 10 and I put 2 5s there. Subscriptions is 10. I put 2 5s. And these are going to be anything like I'm going to try to get my Netflix, my Hulu, car wash subscription for the month. All of that, I'm going to try to save up enough to pay that next year, all in one lump sum. Okay. Luxury, $30. So that is a 20. What did I do? I did 3 tens for luxury. 1, 2, 3. So I did this, and this is, I want to get me a vlogging camera. I also want me a KitchenAid mixer. You know, it's just things that I want along that line. I want another Apple Watch. So things that I'm not getting for Christmas or for birthday gifts and things like that, I'm kind of saving in the luxury items. A purse, something, something, And last but not least is Black Friday. This envelope is just for getting $20, and it's for next year. I'm too close to Black Friday this year to be able to get anything. But I always, a lot of things you will not see me saving up for is because I get a lot of things taken out on my check. Like for medical, I don't have to save up for that because I have a flex spending account, which is tax free, and I budget out how much I plan on spending for the year, and I get to use that. Also, Christmas Club savings I have coming out of my check, so you won't see me budgeting for that. Different household bills and things, you won't see me budgeting for that. House payment comes automatically out of my check. I did it where half comes out one week, half comes out the next week, and that's so that I can get an extra payment because some months we have 3 paychecks in that month, and that will bring me an extra paycheck. It helps me pay extra down on my mortgage. So yeah, you guys. So I am excited about starting this new budgeting. I look forward to just coming on and sharing with you guys what I have accomplished. I'm looking forward to learning more. As I learn, I will share with you guys. I've got a long way to go. As I was budgeting up my credit cards, I realized that I was over I think it was $10,000 worth. Yeah, it's almost $11,000 in credit cards. Do y'all see all these credit cards listed? And this is not all of them. Some of them I have paid out, so I didn't list the ones I have paid out. It is ridiculous to have that many credit cards. What is the use of that many credit cards? What? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. So yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm working on paying off. I have like $11,000 worth of credit cards to pay off before I can move to my next big step. So hopefully I will find ways to not only budget it with this, but hopefully there'll be some things that I can come up with, or maybe even getting to the point of where I'm not actually putting money into sinking funds and actually focusing on paying off these debts. Now there was the budget mom talked about with your credit cards, looking at the interest rate, the higher interest rate ones that you have, paying those off first and knocking those out of the way is what she recommended. So yeah, so I'm going to work on it, and as I learn, like I said, I'm going to share with you guys or whoever. But anyway, I would like to thank you guys for stopping by. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Like I said, this is my first video, my first money stuffing envelope, and I'm just looking forward to seeing the improvements next year. This time next year,